already know just where I be, dog. I ain't being cocky, but Philly what I'm reppin'. Watch me check it like it's hockey. I ain't tryna get it twisted. If you get it, then you got me. If you with it, cool. If not, I'll treat you like a Tamagotchi. I'ma let you down point. Yeah, I never disappoint.
What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to episode number 21 of the Seattle Attack franchise mode. If you guys remember last time, we kind of started out a little weak, on the weaker side, right? Didn't really do too well. However, in the last 10, we are 8-1-1. And we kind of went over a little bit of issues that we were encountering. And, today we are here to fix that. So, I did a lot of thinking, right? I was like, okay, do we want to bring someone up? Would that be worth it? But then I was like, okay, the guys that I would bring up, they're doing well, but they're not doing, like, extraordinarily well. Like, they're not, just dominating down there to where they're just like, okay, let's clear cut, bring them up, and they'll fix our issues. No. So today, I do have a couple of trades, not really, I shouldn't say major ones, but they're minor in the fact that, one, we're going to be building for the playoffs, so it'd be nice to have, a couple of these things, on hand in case we need them. But then also, at least one of the things is going to help us, for definite, a little bit more long-term if we decide to keep him. So first of all, head to the trade block. Let's start with the minor trades. So our issues started with, I think it was penalty killing and scoring. I think in defense a little bit. So my idea was, first of all, let's trade away Jesper Fast, right? So we have him, right? He's been doing fine on the fourth line, but in order to get what we're trying to get, we have to trade away him. Not for anything more than that's the role that guy's going to play. Plus, Jesper Fast isn't really doing that well on the PK. So we're heading over to Philadelphia. Now, remember, we are a few years in, so teams are a little bit different now, but we are going for centerman. Where is he? Tyler Bozak. So, pretty much plain and simple, he's a center, yes, which is something we needed to play on the penalty kill. Plus, he has good faceoffs, he's good defensively, and he's old, and he obviously wants to win. So it also eats up some salary for us, which is, whatever. But, if this goes through, then great. If not, we might have to throw in a prospect or a pick. So let's see, does it go through? It does. Okay, I was not expecting that to go through straight 1-for-1. I was expecting to have to throw like a fourth or something on there. But, hey, it gets us, what we wanted for relatively cheap. So Pajot is upset because I acquired a person in the same role. Well, we needed help, and he's here to help us. So I don't know what you want me to do. So what do we want to do here? Okay, so we still have a couple more trades. Before I do anything, let's just get all the trades done before I start monkeying. That's not a word. Monkeying with lines. So, okay, there's the first one. The second one, we are going to actually Pittsburgh. I don't know why I backed off the trade screen there. But we're heading to Pittsburgh, and, maybe thinking we're getting Crosby, we're getting Malkin, no, we're not. We're really not. So, actually, let me go to their team first. So, let's go backwards here, and there they go. So, you may be wondering, my thought behind this trade, and, yes, they're doing well in the standings, right? They're 20, 12, and 3. So they're doing well, but this isn't like a trade that's going to, break their team or anything like that. So where do we have to go? We have to go to defense. So let's go get Danny DeKeyser. Now, you may be wondering, why did I get Danny DeKeyser in this situation? Because Danny DeKeyser is doing really decent this year, which is something we needed. So he's already going to do better, most likely, than his previous years. Plus, he's on a 1-year contract, which is definitely helpful. It helps them with salary cap, and it's going to help us with defense. So, yes, Slater Cuckoo is doing fine on our first line. However, if we can give him some competition, or we're definitely going to put DeKeyser in the lineup, is what I'm saying. So, we're going to be acquiring him. So, yes, that's a bit of trade value, but to also make this work as far as numbers go, we're going to need to acquire a forward as well. He is a centerman. Hainsey. I'm going to go with Hainsey. So, decent prospect, former first-round pick, I think from a couple years ago, is doing decent, has still some upside to him. He's doing pretty well down there, but we're adding him to this trade. So, yes, that's a lot of salary, that's a lot of trade value, we need to acquire. But that's not going to break their team. I mean, it's a simple little trade that can help both of us. So first thing is one of our prospect forwards. I don't know what his first name is, but Nash here, Alan Nash. One of the guys we picked up in free agency that had a little bit of trade value on him. So simple as that. Just he has trade value. We're getting back at prospect center anyway. That will help us. Plus, a few of our prospect centermen are going to be moving out here relatively soon if they don't start performing and move up to the NHL. But the second one, defensive prospect Gilroy. I don't actually remember where he is. He's down here somewhere. So Gilroy. Okay, so he's just another random, defenseman down there that isn't really doing too much of anything. So might as well throw him in the trade, right? So DeKaiser, like I said, is going to give us that top four defensive role, and Hainsey, prospect center, for a prospect center with a little bit more trade value, and Gilroy, who is just kind of in there for numbers. But will this go through? That's not what I wanted to. That's really anticlimactic. Let's click on that accept thing. Okay, so we might have to throw in a pick here, which is something I didn't really want to do, but, got to give up something to get something. So we got 2 fourths, because I definitely want that third. Yeah, okay. So I was about to say, I definitely want that third. Without that, then the whole trade's pointless, because I don't want to give up a second-round pick and get like a fourth or fifth back. So I'm glad that went through, but that's not our last trade. So we went through 2 trades. I know it's going to be another little trade-heavy episode on the front part of it, but the next one's going to be worth it. So we are going to be trading away a bit of something here. So we have to head to the Winnipeg Jets. Now you can probably tell they're not doing too well this year, and I'm kind of taking advantage of the game in a little bit in this sense. We did the same thing with Bo Horvat. We acquired him when he was upset, but we're not reacquiring Mark Scheifele like you may think. We're actually going to left wings with Kyle Connor. And again, 1-year contract, eats up some salary again. Plus it gives us, left wing. I'm guessing he's going to be about a 84, 85 overall, hopefully. Simple as that. Just going to be absolutely amazing. So what we're actually going to give up is not a lot. We have to give up Schlappick, who is doing okay, but if we can get a guy like Connor and we have to give up Schlappick, then I'm okay with that. So the second thing is Roussel. Now Roussel, another guy we got during the offseason in free agency. He's doing very well down there, so it kind of, I don't really want to get rid of him, but in this case, we have prospect sentiment down there, and that's all we really want to do. So we also need to throw in a player from them, Lyndon Vey, strictly for numbers' sake, but he'll probably most likely going to be released after the year anyway. But Schlappick, Roussel, then we got an unsigned prospect in Wyman, who's a left wing. We're definitely not going to sign him. 57 overall at 20 years old already. Definitely not going to do that. And then a 3rd-round pick from, I think it's this year, but didn't we just trade that away or no? We didn't. Okay, so I'm going to change it for next year, because I was going to plan it for this year, but you know what? We traded away our second, so can't really do that. So, all right, will this go through? No. There we go. So the 4th-round pick ended up working. So we gave up a lot in that trade. I get it, but and we'll have to see where exactly he fits in as far as, overall points and stuff goes. But he's still pretty young. He's 25, right? But as for, our team, 26 points there, and then Spooner has 15. So might do something like that just to, Spooner's playing good. Obviously got a lot of history with him. He just signed a contract, but Berchie's providing the goal scoring. And if Besser wasn't on our first line, we'd definitely have Berchie up there. So, you know what? I think it's going to make us a better team. Plus, Connor, like I said, still young. We're building, young and good. So I'm excited about that one. As for lines and stuff go, I'm probably going to take a look at that here in a second. But actually, you know what? Let me fix the lines now, because that is all the trades we have. And, we'll come back right into the simulating. I'm going to end up keeping it the same I had it before. Connor's going to stay on the first line with Horvat and Besser. Again, this all could change. I know it's been a long time, into the video already, and it's all been trades, but we're going to get to it right now. We're 15, 11, and 9 right now. In the last 10, we are 8, 1, and 1. Let's get it up to the trade deadline. See if we can make that push for the playoffs. We're starting on December 26th, the day after Christmas. Let's go about a month, and hopefully we can get some wins strung together and put us in a better spot. So 15, 11, and 9, like I said. Our AHL team, again, I don't think they can ever do wrong. 27, 8, and 3. That's just insane. I don't know what it is, but they're just doing absolutely amazing down there. But all right, so win against Edmonton, win against Washington. All right. Loss against, okay, 1 goal loss, 1 goal loss, 1 goal loss. Okay. So we got what, 1 point out of those 3 games. At least we're keeping it close. I mean, every game is just 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal. It's wow. Kind of surprising, to be honest. All right, so defense, 1 month sends you off. All right, so AHL team still dominating down there. We've gotten a few wins, up to 21, 14, and 10. So we got the overtime losses there. I guess is a benefit towards us. I mean, that's 10 points. So I'll take it. I mean, want all the points you could possibly get. So if we can get up to around, let's see, how many games do we got left? So we got, what, 3 there, 6, 10, 13. We got 15 games. If we can win about half of those, get up to 30 wins, I think we'll be in a good spot. So, our team seems to be performing right now. So let's just keep on going. I mean, looks like that little stretch at the beginning of the year didn't really stick around. We've done well in the past 10, and now we're doing even better. So I don't really want to change anything. I mean, we could always go look at how the new guys are performing, but seems to be working. Whatever we're doing, so let's keep on the win streak. However, as soon as I say that, we got 2 losses against Chicago and Minnesota. We win against Vegas. Got promotion night versus Buffalo. Taking a little while because the amateur scout's calling. Let's go to the QMJHL. Defense, 1 month. All right, so what do we got against Buffalo? A loss against Buffalo. All right, San Jose. Man, the amount of trades that I tried to make, off camera, just to try to line up some trades were absolutely insane. We tried to acquire, a Vander Kane, but that was a lot of trade value, and I couldn't really come up with the resources to do that. But I'm glad we got Connor. Kind of stumbled across him at the last second. Came across a little bit of a losing streak. So, okay. That kind of makes me real worried about the playoff race. So the AHL team looks set on going back to the playoffs. I will do the trade block in a second. Okay, so we were 1 win off of what I wanted. So okay, what do we want to do? Where do we sit in the standings? So we're sitting in a wild card spot. We're tied with Colorado at 70 points. We have 12 overtime losses. That is insane. Okay, so we're tied there. Let's go check the stats real quick, and then we'll check standings, and then we'll talk about what we want to do the rest of the year. So let's go to forwards real quick. So Connor, I don't remember what he was at. I think he was at, 21 points, I think, when we got him at 35 games. So basically doubled it. But, I'll take that. That's what we really wanted, was a player that can get points while letting Besser and Horvat kind of control the scoring on the first line. Second line, Berchi, Lindholm, Bozak actually surprisingly doing very well. Turris kind of struggling. Okay. So might need to change that up a little bit. Not trade him, but just kind of see what's up with him. Inquire with him. Okay, so Bozak's doing well on the 4th line, it seems like. I don't remember how many points he had in Philly. Richie, Glass, DeZingle. Okay. Then Spooner. Spooner's kind of struggling recently. But then in the last half of the year last year, he kind of brought it on. So I don't know what's going on with him. But, these new guys are definitely showing up for us. Pajot, 4th line center. I hate having him on the 4th line. I really, really do. Because 20 points does not deserve to be on the 4th line. But you know what? People have to play on the 4th line. And he's just kind of one of them right now, which kind of sucks. But let's see. Shattenkirk leading the way, as usual. Gross playing on the second line, doing well. Bowie playing well. De Keyser's doing well. Martinez is doing well. And Alonco just seems to only want to get goals. So I don't know how to break that. I mean, do we want to try to put him as like the left defense and see if that changes anything? Because that stat line just looks so weird. Just 6 goals, 0 assists. This doesn't seem realistic. But then Kuku's down there. Yeah, so him and Lindros are obviously not playing currently. So goaltenders. All right, so here is the goaltending stats. So 22 wins. Okay, so 18 losses, and he's got pretty much all the overtime losses. So he's keeping us in it. 6 shutouts. Save percentage of goals against. I would like to be obviously a lot lower. Well, lower for goals against and higher for save percentage. Any goals? No, of course. So we got 3 points between our goalies. Interesting to see. Let's take a quick look at the AHL. Vilhainen doing well as usual. He's kind of an interesting sight because I would love to have him up in the NHL, but you just can't, because with Subban up there, it's very, very difficult. So I might bring him up just to see if it changes anything. But we'll have to see if I actually want to do that or not. I don't want to be in the NHL. AHL stats here. Liljegren doing well. I'd like to move him up to the NHL eventually here, but with Bowie and Alonco and obviously Shattenkirk, there's kind of no room. So that obviously sucks tremendously. But Colton White doing well. Longjoy, or however you want to pronounce that, is doing okay. Dobson's doing well. And then the other two are doing well. All right, so defensive, doing very well. Forwards, Jan still leading the way. He was a guy I thought about bringing up, but again, as you can tell, they're doing well down there, but they're not doing well enough in a sense. So, all right, so scrolling through, I mean, everyone seems to be doing fine. I guess we'll, I don't know what they're doing down there right, but they're just kind of doing everything right. So I don't know what it is there. Let's go check the standings, though. See if the stats we wanted to improve have improved, and then we'll check the playoff race. Hey guys, I know this is a very weird time for me to jump in the video here, but my microphone came unplugged after we went over the stats of the team. So quick little breakdown of what happened in the rest of the video that I had to cut out because there's no audio. Is we're right on the edge of making the playoffs. We're in like 8th place or something like that in the Western Conference, and we're super close. So if we have a good, rest of the year, we'll be in the playoffs. If we suck, then we'll probably be out. So if you guys did enjoy, hit the like button down below. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.
I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body so I can take you wherever. Like, I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body, I can look at you and never